But most importantly, we are being successful in getting people out of detention through habeas cases. Just two clients this week, both of them fathers with more than 20 years in the United States, both of them pulled over for pretextual traffic stops and taken from their families with young children. Both of them denied release by the immigration court system, and both of them ordered released ultimately by the federal court system through habeas. And in one of the cases, our client had submitted an asylum application, and in the signature box, we wrote detained, which is common practice because you can't obtain a signature when someone's detained. And the judge denied the asylum case for failure to sign it. The next day, the federal judge ordered him released. The shenanigans continue within DHS and the immigration system, but the federal courts really are pushing back and people are getting out eventually.
Explain to me and our listeners, what do you mean when you say you bring a habeas case?
It surprises some people to hear that the immigration court system is the Executive Office for Immigration Review, and it's part of the DOJ. It's part of the executive branch. It's not an Article III judicial branch of the government. So in the way that we have checks and balances between the president and the Congress and the courts, we don't have that in immigration. When an immigrant goes before an immigration judge, both the judge and the prosecutor report to the attorney general. And so the precedential case law and the decisions of the judges and the policies and the behaviors of the prosecutors are all ultimately directed by the president. So needless to say, in an administration like Trump, justice is very hard to find. But the workaround for practitioners and immigrants ultimately has been to take these cases out of immigration court and into federal court. And we file a writ of habeas corpus, which essentially is asking the federal judge to override the decision of the immigration court because federal court is stronger and more powerful. And they're doing it. I don't know exactly the percentages, probably close to 90% of these habeas cases that are being taken out of immigration court and into federal court are being successful because the injustice is so bad. The violation of people's due process and constitutional rights, their right to remain silent, their right against search and seizure are being violated so obviously that these federal judges have just had it. And they're just ordering people released over and over and over again. I mean, the Trump administration is losing bigly, as Trump would say, in the federal court system. And so at least we have that.